Rec, 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 rec League podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Podbean, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 151. Available now. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? I just watched Den of Thieves 2, Pantera. It is the sequel to 2018's Den of Thieves. It stars Gerard Butler, O'Shea Jackson Jr., Yvonne Ahmad, Salvatore Esposito, and it is directed by Christian Gutekunst. I probably said that wrong. That's my bad. He directed the first movie also. And this is cop Gerard Butler not accepting that he got by Donnie, O'Shea Jackson Jr., but an event occurs that kind of triggers the spider sense, and Gerard Butler chases that, but there's a new job being pulled, and he doesn't want to arrest. You can't go from like the States to another country to arrest. He wants in on the heist. Gerard Butler wants in on O'Shea Jackson Jr.'s job. I was hyped. I really enjoyed Den of Thieves. Say you can heat knock off all you want. It's fun. It's fun and it's exciting. Cops, criminals, gunfights. It's good action. You don't get a lot of straightforward action movies in cinema these days. Gerard Butler comes back. O'Shea Jackson Jr. comes back. Meadow Williams from the first movie is in one scene. Mike Bisping, I believe, is also in it. But, due to the events of the first movie, not a lot of characters came back. So you got new characters. There's a new team. And they're interesting. And, once Gerard Butler is injected into the primary story, it's interesting how it plays out. Due to how the way they react to him, the way he tries to fit in. But it's this was written more technical. There's not a lot of gunfights in this movie. This is kind of completely different from the first one. And it's kind of like O'Shea Jackson Jr. If I say Baby Cube, I don't know if that's an insult. I don't think it is. He's Ice Cube's twin, bruh. But Baby Cube is kind of backed into a corner. So it's he has to keep everybody happy while reaching the objective. And for the most part I enjoyed this. I will say there are times where Gerard Butler toes the line of going over the top. I'm not sure he got there, but there were times he's laying it on pretty thick. And then also, this movie's 2.5 hours long. If I was in the editing room, I could have shaved this movie down to 125 minutes. There's so much what I feel is just useless footage in this movie. There are so many scenes I could have cut. But when it's exciting, it is exciting. I don't particularly think it's better than the first movie, because also, as soon as the trailer started coming out, I knew exactly how this movie was going to go down. And this movie, beat for beat for beat for beat, did everything I expected. So I don't particularly think this movie's better than the original, but I do think it is almost just as good. So with all that being said, I will say that in my opinion, Den of Thieves 2 Pantera is dope. Have you seen Den of Thieves 2, man? What you think? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. I just put up a review for Creature Commandos. My Blu-ray collection update is live. My most anticipated movies of 2025 as well. My favorite movies of 2024. Want to do a Wolfman review next weekend. Hopefully a review for one of them days. My hopes are not high because this town just don't bring movies like that here. Basic movies that I really want to see. I don't know what comes out the weekend of the 24th. So if I watch anything, it'll be a surprise to me too. We did a first quarter preview on the podcast. Next weekend, I'm thinking some sort of Universal Monsters discussion. If we haven't all seen Wolfman, it'll be a spoiler-free Wolfman related. You know what I mean? So like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.